Hi friends, let us learn how to find whether a given triangle whose sides are given to us is an acute angle triangle or an obtuse angle triangle. Let us take one sample obtuse angle triangle ABC. Okay, the angle C is the obtuse angle. An obtuse angle triangle will have one obtuse angle and the remaining two will be acute. Right? Definitely. Because we cannot have two right angles or two obtuse angles because the total sum is 180 degrees only. Right, total sum of the angles. So we can have only one obtuse angle. Let's take this obtuse angle and extend the base. For example, extend the base BC, and from the point A, let's draw a perpendicular which is meeting this at D. Right, this angle is right angle. CDA is right angle. Right. Now let us see this BD. What is BD? BD is BC plus CD. So what is BD square? BD square we can write it as BC plus CD square, which is equal to BC square plus CD square plus 2 into BC into CD, which is we are just using the formula A plus B whole square. A square plus B square plus 2AB. Right. Now let's add to this expression DA square. DA square on both sides. So B left side will become BD square plus DA square is equal to BC square plus CD square plus DA square. We are adding DA square on the right side also plus 2 into BC into CD. Right. Now, if you see BD plus BD square plus DA square, this is a right angle triangle, BDA, right? BD square plus DA square is equal to AB square, right? Because this is a right angle triangle, these two are the legs and AB is the hypotenuse. So AB square is equal to this BC square plus again ACD is again another right angle triangle. So CD square plus AD square is equal to AC square. So we can replace these two terms with AC square. BC square plus AC square plus 2 into BC into CD. Right. Now we can see BC square, AB square. Right. The larger term is greater than the sum of the squares of two smaller terms and the largest side, the square of the largest side is equal to sum of squares of the remaining two sides plus 2 into BC into CD. Right. So now we have to find whether a triangle is obtuse angle triangle or not. We have to order the sides in the ascending order and take the smaller two sides and do sum of their squares. Sum of their squares, BC square plus AC square. If that is lesser than AB square, then that means this is an obtuse angle triangle. Right, that is the way. We have to take the smaller two sides and do the squares and sum of those squares. If it is lesser than the larger square of the larger side, then that is an obtuse angle triangle. Here you can see AB square is actually the larger square is actually sum of smaller squares plus something else. That something else is 2 into BC into CD. Right. Now let us look for acute angle triangle. Acute angle triangle, let's again draw a perpendicular AD on BC. Right. Let's take one of these acute angles. Anyway, A, B, C, all three are acute angles. Let's consider again angle C. Right. BC. Again, let's take BD. What is BD? BD is BC minus CD. Right. BC minus CD. What is BD square? BD square is BC minus CD square. Again, A minus B whole square, which is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB. 2 into BC into CD, 2AB, right? BC is A and CD is B, right? Now again add DA square on both sides. BD square plus DA square is equal to BC square plus CD square plus DA square. Again here also we added minus the same expression. Again BD square plus DA square, because this is again a right angle triangle, is equal to AB square. Right. AB square is equal to BC square plus AD square plus CD square, or CD square plus DA square, which is equal to AC square. You can replace it with this, right? BC square plus AC square minus something, right? Okay. Now, to find out whether the given triangle is acute angle or not, we'll again take the largest side is the square of the largest side is lesser than the sum of the squares of the other two sides, right? Then the triangle is acute angle triangle, right? Because if you take the smaller squares, they're obviously lesser. If the large one is lesser than sum of two small ones, right, the smaller ones would always be lesser than one small one plus one large one, right? If two small guys or two weak guys are able to beat the stronger guy, that means a strong and a weak one will definitely be able to beat the weaker one, other weaker one. So here we have to take the largest one, the square of the largest side. Is it lesser? Is it lesser than the sum of all two? If that is the case, then every angle is acute angle. Right. Because the largest side generally is opposite to the largest angle. Say for example here also obtuse angle. This is the largest. That's why this side is largest. Right. In even in acute angle triangle also the side opposite to the largest angle is the largest one. Right. In right angle hypotenuse is say for example this is the right angle. Hypotenuse is the largest side because it is opposite to the largest angle. Right. Here also we'll take the largest side. So that will give us the one which is opposite to the largest angle. If that is also lesser than sum of squares of the sum of others two squares of other two sides, then the triangle is acute angle triangle. Right. Hope you guys understood this. This is an important proof that we should know not just for checking whether the triangles are acute or obtuse, but at the same time to know this formula and to calculate the sides or hypotenuse, the sides or length of the altitudes, etc. Right. This derivation we use in multiple places at multiple places. Thank you, guys.